I invited you on to this interview because I saw a win from you in the freelancing channel. Could you explain a bit what that was about?
Yeah. So basically, I'm a content creator. I just make different stuff for YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all that fun stuff. But I don't really have the reach that I need to have to blow everything up. So I started thinking about how can we get some money in? How can we start making money off of this stuff and also start networking? And basically, what I ended up doing was I would create content for large creators, mainly on Twitch, and then we would get sponsorships to get the money in. So that way we can help build their brand and then connect me with a couple other key people in the industry.
Interesting. That's quite a unique case. I haven't heard that before from someone in the real world. What made you interested in joining? How did you find out about it?
It's kind of been all over the place. I mean, there's videos out on YouTube about Hustler University, but I think it was kind of a experiment to some extent for me because I wasn't 100% sure. You don't really know what you're getting yourself into, but I figured, okay, $50 for a month. You test it out, you check out the courses, maybe you pick up a thing or two, maybe you don't pick up anything at all, but it's just $50. And I figured the upside was just worth it because if I'm spending $50 for a month and I make 100, it is worth it, right? I didn't really expect it to be something where I made 3K. I think we're probably going to make north of 10K this month off of it. And it was, again, like my first month in it. So it
hmm
was pretty insane.
Very nice. Why do you say you can make 10K off of it? How will it scale?
Well, a lot of gamers who stream on Twitch, they don't really care about YouTube. And so a lot of the YouTube videos they put out, they just ask their editor to stream or to clip and edit their streams. They don't get sponsors for it or anything like that. So basically, if they're not getting their videos sponsored, they're just not capitalizing on money that's there. So if we take the time to come up with the content and then we produce it for them, they can get a sponsor, which they're not already utilizing, and then we'll get paid off of that. And some of these creators, $10,000 for a sponsorship is nothing. I had a guy I was talking with actually, and he said $20,000 to $30,000 for a sponsorship would be pretty easy. He could get that done in a week. And so as we're working with more creators and we have more people that are coming up with these ideas, it just scales out. So if we did 10K sponsorships per event that we did, then 4 events, that's 40K, right? And just keep scaling up from there. It's actually pretty nuts because I haven't heard of anybody else doing something like this, but the money is literally just sitting out there.
Awesome. So, how did you get this idea? Was it as you were going through the freelancing campus, or did you already have it, just didn't know how to implement it?
I didn't have this idea. I actually watched a YouTube video. It was like a Hustlers University steps 1 through 10 or something like that. And the very first step that Tate was talking about was speed. How fast can you get this stuff out? How fast can you get money in? So that was the basis for, okay, how can we ramp this up as quick as possible? And that was ultimately the reason I joined the real world because I was thinking, all right, it has to be fast. What are the skills that I need to actually make this happen? And so that's when I started joining. I started learning about how to interact, how to network, how to connect with people. And that's what brought forth the idea. Just how quickly can we get money in? How quickly can we get connected with these big creators?
hmm And did the freelancing campus teach you any other aspects, or were those the ones you named already?
Yeah, the biggest thing I think that I learned from the freelancing campus is how to deliver value, especially in like DMs, how to deliver value without being too wordy. Because as I've been working with these bigger creators who have a lot going on, I think that their communication gets very concise, right? So I think that I tend to embellish stuff a little bit too much and just seeing that I have to be concise and bring value immediately to them. Literally don't message them unless you're bringing value in some way. That was probably the biggest takeaway from the freelancing course.